Good morning everyone, midweek already. So you know, in One-to-One World we have this products, water, sleep, repeat. And the sleep is such a vital component of eating well and actually really lifted mental health. We know lack of sleep is a form of torture. And if you've ever got a puppy or you've got a young child or you've had periods of your life or you're a shift worker where you don't sleep, you know quite how much that can impact your mood and also your eating, your energy, everything. So sleep is an essential component in what we do with fat loss. Now, lots of people talk to me about sleep thief procrastination, i.e. I do everything for everybody else all day and then the kids need me, or evenings I'm doing, and then I just want to sit down and I stay up late in order to get me time. And I get that me time is essential, but then what that looks like is, you know, when we're tired, it will literally trigger you to overeat. So when we have low energy and we are exhausted, it's not just psychologically, it's not just low mood, which will make you want to comfort eat by whichever, you know, a cake, a biscuit, chocolate, whatever it is, crisp, whatever it is that's your go-to. It's also physiologically, we are so exhausted that the body wants quick fuel. So you wage war with yourself. So although sleep thief procrastination looks like a good strategy, it's actually the worst one because you'll wage war. So it's that hard now or hard later, like what we talked about yesterday. Now, circadian rhythm is huge. And that is our body is on a clock. It's on a 24-hour cycle. And people often talk to me about fasting and when I should eat. Circadian rhythm says that your eating should be in a 10-hour window. And actually for fantastic circadian rhythm, you want to eat within 1 hour of waking up and get out into daylight. Because that is when the body knows, okay, now is daytime, it's light. Cortisol surges, ready to give you the energy. And then at night is when we want to be going into rest and digest, eating less. And so the body can relax, melatonin can come up, and then we sleep. In Chinese medicine, actually, the body's on a 24-hour. So in their medicine, they literally, every organ represents a different time zone. So, for example, if you're constantly waking at the same time between 3 and 5 in the morning, they say that's connected to the lungs. In homeopathy, we say the lungs is the seat of grief. And so you could find that and also skin. So there's a big skin-lung connection, asthma, eczema. Drive into the lungs, then it pushes out onto the skin. Steroid cream on the skin pushes back into the lungs. So it can really give you clues as to where your health is at when you think about when you're waking up. But the biggest issue with circadian rhythm is phones, tech in the bedroom. And I'm horribly guilty of it. So what happened is I'll wake up, you know, dog always wakes me up, or Arabelle will wake me up, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. And the first thing I'll do is I will get on my phone and then blue light, wakey. What happens is I light up like a pinball. Cortisol surges because it thinks it's daytime, and then melatonin dips, so I can't get back to sleep. Now that's okay as a one-off, but if you're constantly on this night owl picture and you're constantly interrupting your circadian rhythm, you will wage war with your hormones. The endocrine system is a finely tuned orchestra. When it's in sync, amazing. When it's off, you're off. And if you're perimenopausal, menopausal, PCOS, thyroid issues, you have to work with your circadian rhythm because that is absolute harmony for hormones. So phones have to be taken out of the bedroom. Now we know sleep hygiene, we know the basics, some magnesium in the bath, Epsom salts, lavender, thyme weed. So we know all of this stuff. If you're having issues with sleep, you know what to do. But actually, it's the screen, it's the blue light. You can get blue light glasses which block it out, but take the screens out. You need to be checking your phone. Also, what if you see a message that's triggering or something to do with work? As if you're going to go back to sleep when you've got all of that going on, as well as cortisol spiking. So the best thing that you can do for your health is to work with your circadian rhythm. When you do that and you prioritize sleep, you will find that you are much easier to stay on track with your eating, and your mental health will automatically be lifted. At this time of year, we're already got minimal light. So you've got to, when I get up, I'm trying to keep the screen out, I get up and come out into the light, do some steps, breakfast within an hour of waking, and then that's it. And as the day goes on, you're getting in all of your water, all of your products, and then again, you're prioritizing winding down so that that melatonin is supporting you to sleep from kind of 8, 9, 10 o'clock. Get yourself into bed. Sleep thief procrastination is making your life much harder than what it needs to be. Now, if you've got a child that doesn't sleep, I get it, it's challenging, but you don't need to add to your own crap pile. You don't need to sit there on a screen at 2 a.m. So think about that. If you're battling with plan, think circadian rhythm. Go one step backwards, prioritize your hormones, prioritize your sleep.